Dirty for real. Say the TV stand for traction bubbles. You know this is easier than 1, 2, 3. You are now tuned in to Jus Swagg TV.
What's going on, man? It's your boy DJ Swagg, aka you know who I am. Today's show is going to be so dope, so dope, so dope. Yes, man. I got Fireman Bands in the building with me. It's jusswaggtv DaBLOCK, and you guys do not want to miss this. Stay tuned, and when we come back, Fireman Bands. What's going on, man? Welcome back to another episode of jusswaggtv DaBLOCK. It is me, your boy, DJ Swagg, aka you know who I am. I am in the building, man. Hey, look, this guy right here, I am sitting next to. A lot of you guys have been waiting to hear a lot of what he's got to say. This guy's come from New York, went to LA, now he is in Atlanta, man, and he is bringing more hits, man. He's been in the game for a while, and you guys have known him to work with people like 808 Mafia and so many more, man. I bring to you Fireman Bands.
What's up, man? We outside, let's go.
Fireman Bands is in the building with me, man, and it is exciting to be able to have you here. What's it like for you being here in Atlanta? I know it's got to be a lot for you being able to the history you've had. You've been in the game for a minute. You've been putting out videos, music. People know you work with 808 Mafia and so much more. How did you get started? Where do you? I know you're from New York, but what part of New York?
Brooklyn.
Oh man, y'all not nice there. Are y'all nice now? Are y'all better now? Are y'all gotten better?
Nah, it's never gonna be nice.
No?
Nah.
No? What type of neighborhood did you grow up in? Was it a lot of fighting back then? Was it a nice neighborhood? Was it what type of neighborhood did you grow up in?
My neighborhood was very diverse in like a lot of people from the islands.
Okay.
Different islands. You have Jamaicans, Panamanians, so many. It's definitely a blend of like island culture, Flatbush, Brooklyn. So I mean, it was great. The hip hop scene was big. The reggae scene was huge. It's definitely very dangerous at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
very dangerous.
A lot of fights. Yeah. Then you have the other side of Flatbush where you got all the Jews. Yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah.
Okay. What was it about growing up in that neighborhood that kind of made you who you are today? What would you say about growing up? In that neighborhood, what was it about that instilled some values in you?
You know what? I'm gonna be real honest with you, man. I left the neighborhood at like 12, so
Okay.
it wasn't like I was like. I felt like I gained more of like a sense of like values and who I am and all that stuff, and like when I moved from that neighborhood, if that makes sense, because I was older, I was actually outside more. I could understand what's going on and like, seeing police and what was the danger. And when I was younger, my dad he was really strict, so he didn't really like me outside like that. Like it was really, he wasn't playing around.
He said he wasn't playing around.
Yeah, my dad, he had a couple guns in his house. It wasn't no joke. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't really get to see much, but I understood it after I left. What I left, I was like, oh shit, like that's where I was.
Okay. So growing up with would you grow up with mom and dad or just dad?
Grew up with mom and dad till 13. They got separated, divorced. And then my mom, we went over to, we stood in Brooklyn for a couple more months. Then we moved to the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and then we were just back and forth, Manhattan and Brooklyn. So that's what it was.
Were you a New York Knicks fan, Mets fan, anybody, Yankees?
Yeah, I was a New York Knicks fan until they just kept losing. Nobody wants to be on a losing team, and it sucks because like. You from New York, so you almost gotta be like a diehard, like not for nothing. The Knicks games were fucking always lit. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to a game, Madison Square Garden, it was like a party. Man,
I never been there. I gotta go there sometimes.
Yeah.
What's it like in the Madison Square? Is it really all as it's hyped up to be? Is it really?
Nah, it's fun. It's definitely fun. You know what I mean? I haven't been there in years, but when I was going, we used to go all the time, and man, yeah, it's definitely. It's a lot of fun.
I would love to ask you, when did you get started rapping? When did you start?
Man, I started rapping a couple years ago. really knew that I always loved music. You know, I grew up dancing. My mom was a dancer. My dad was a DJ.
Okay.
So I kind of already just
That kind of works. That works.
Music in my body, and I already knew what rhythm and all that felt like. So I just kind of started doing it as an experiment, and it just wound up. I actually unlocked the hidden talent.
Did people tell you you can rap, or was it people that was telling you that you had something? Was it something about you?
Yeah, it was people here and there always telling
you?
me I had some. I had recorded a song in the basement of East New York, Brooklyn, and it was like 3 people that were there at the time. And next thing you know, after we recorded, like a week later, 2 of them had like my song on their ringtone.
Oh, wow.
And at that moment, I was like, oh, okay, this is a thing right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your record, Poison, that you have out right now. How did you come up with that, first of all? Because I seen the video, and I was like, I'm thinking of course, you know, BBD's Poison, That Girl Is Poison. And then here it is, the woman doing again, you know what I'm saying, like Poison. Like, what made you come up with that? What was going through with it? You know what I'm saying? What were you going through?
Well, it was definitely a mixture of listening to Belle Biv DeVoe.
Belle Biv. Shout out to Belle Biv.
Belle Biv DeVoe, yep. And then it was a mixture of, you know, watching Batman and then Poison Ivy as the character, because, you know, she was real beautiful, but she was also very toxic.
Very.
So that was some inspiration. And man, when I heard the beat, it just I don't know, it was just like I just said it, and it was like, yo, this sounds amazing. And yeah, that's how I came up with it.
What producers were you working with?
Jay King. Jay King produced that beat right there. He's from Brooklyn as well. He's an upcoming producer who's about to blow up as well.
So, all right. So when did you move to LA? When did you move to LA?
About 3 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that. Time flies, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, and we spent 3 years in LA, and now we're here in Atlanta.
Yeah, about a year and a half, 2 years in LA, and I've been in Atlanta for not even a year yet.
So how you liking it down here?
Man, the hospitality is amazing. The food is great. People actually want to help you in Atlanta. That's what it really is. You know, in LA, it's almost like you gotta already be made out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have people that want to help, but you know, there's a lot of people with hidden intentions, and I feel like here it's a little bit more organic. You know, people will be like, yo, let's do this, let's do that. You see how, you know, we got this going. It's yo, let's do it. And that's what I really love about Atlanta. You really could get some shit done out here, for real.
What type of events have you been going to? What type of people have you been bumping into here?
You know what, to be honest with you, I've been in the studio a lot. Like 90% of my time, but every now and then I get invited to certain events. Usually, you know, it'll be an industry red carpet type of event, and I'll go and show my face and network with the right people.
Oh, wow. Well, look, man, Fireman Bands is in the building with me right now. Look, we about to get ready to take a break, pay some bills around here, man. Y'all go and check out Fireman Bands music right now. Go check out that new Poison on YouTube right now. And when we come back, I got more with Fireman Bands.
Just Swagg TV.
To his head so he could die quick. Know she got a man, but she hit me up. She's looking like she ain't giving a fuck. She chuck up the door. She got a man, but she hit me up. It's looking like she ain't giving a fuck. She blowing on my phone, like, baby, what's up? I'm home all alone, when she come beat it up. That girl is poison. That girl is poison. That girl is.
What's going on, man? It's your boy DJ Swagg, aka you know who I am, man. Welcome back to Jus Swagg TV, DaBLOCK. I am sitting here with one of the biggest entrepreneurs out there, and might I add, one of the top moderators of Clubhouse. What's going on with that, man? You know, Clubhouse is one of the biggest apps out there right now, and it's got a lot of big billionaires and all type of people that do all type of doctor stuff, and just the Connect. It's the Connect app. And you've come around in this app, and I've only been there since December. And, you know, since I've been on there, I've been following you. And every room that you go in is praise. It's like Fireman Bands is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Let's go. He's in the building, all right? So how did that come about, being one of the top moderators in Clubhouse? Did you kind of trip into that?
Yeah, it was definitely not something I went for at all. It literally was just like one day we were home actually, and her friend had came over. It was like, hey, you should download Clubhouse. And I was like, word, what's that about? And they told us, and I was like, okay, cool. But it wasn't like nothing, you know, of it. And it took me a couple of days to really get used to like what's going on, and you know, going in people's rooms and making your own room and all that extra stuff. Then you started seeing, you know, how things worked and how people moved, and you know, it just, you know, I just developed a type of, you know, room where you felt good in, and then you actually gained something out of it, and that's how it kind of blew up from there, to be honest.
And I mean, every room you go in, I mean, it's like, as soon as he get in the room, it's like, invite him up to the stage, make him a moderator. What's going on, Fireman? And I mean, you get respect from anyone from Grant Cardone to, I mean, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, any one of the top moderators out there right now can say Fireman Bands has a good name. You know what I'm saying? And how does that feel, or what does that mean to you to be able to have a good reputation, a good name?
Oh man, it feels great. It definitely feels great. It means a lot to me. It keeps me motivated. You know, I like to inspire a lot of people, and you know, it's very, very. You know, you get a nice little adrenaline rush from it too, because you know, it's like I'm already lit in real life, and then I'm on this app, and you know, catering to another, you know, a broader audience, and it's like, okay, dope. Now we got more fans, so it's definitely fun. It's very addicting as well.
Very.
Know, I noticed that over the past few months, I had like I had a lot of work build up, you know, interviews set up, just a lot of stuff. But it was like I was missing out on a lot of stuff too, because I was always on Clubhouse. So I actually been off of Clubhouse for maybe a month or two now, I think, and that's just because I wanted to give it some, because I know when I go back on there, it's gonna just be as crazy, and everybody's gonna miss me, and it's gonna be the same praise, and it's gonna be, they're gonna be like, I'm gonna get invited to private rooms. Yo, Fireman, you can't moderate this person. Don't moderate this person. Yo, don't do it. I'm like,
do they really do that? Do they really hit people in the DM and say,
what?
Don't moderate and don't
DM,
and kick this person out, or
private chat, text messages, they call
kick them in a gulag, all that stuff?
Oh yeah, it's a whole back. It's group chats on Instagram where they have like 20, 30 people in there, and they all talking about one room. Yeah.
Why do you think Clubhouse was made? Do you think it had, because just my theory. I'm thinking at a time we was going through George Floyd's murder, and black folks needed a redirection. And it needed to be something that we can express ourselves where we can't be close to each other, of course, because of COVID. So what's your take on Clubhouse and how it has changed some people? Like, what has it done for some people, some of these moderators out here? What has it done for folks that use the app? What do you think it was good for? What do you think it's for?
I mean, I know it's a social app.
I don't want you to talk against them if you're getting paid from now. You getting paid from them?
In many ways.
Okay, all right.
But honestly, I don't know what they were thinking when they made the app. You know what I mean? I know that people are definitely having they're definitely, it's heavy networking. It increases a lot of people's Instagram engagements for sure, because everybody wants to go and see who you are. So I think a lot of people are using it as a funnel to just get their Instagram lit and make money outside of it on whatever it is, whatever they have a brand or, you know, whatever it is. You know, a lot of people, you know, I've made a lot of money off of Clubhouse myself, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then there's a lot of people in there that's literally doing nothing. And, you know, you'll see them and they're like, they're not using their networks and creating that net worth. And that's what I would have been able to do. So, you know, you just gotta know how to, you gotta know how to move in real life. That's really what it boils down to.
Advice to somebody out there that's listening to you right now that would love to give them a tip on being a good person on Clubhouse, or a good moderator, a good person.
Just stay true to yourself. Make sure you go in, see who's following who, and see, because you know, as you observe, you'll be able to see, you'll be able to hear testimonials. It'll be like, oh, Fireman, you've done this and you've done that. Then you know, okay, I need to be with Fireman. Or oh, you know, Jus Swagg, you've done this, that, and the third. Now they know, okay, we need to rock with you. So definitely just stay observant. You know, you got a lot of scammers out there as well, and you can automatically you can almost tell right away, like, who's who, just, you know, within that day of, you know, so just stay observant and take off with it. You know what I mean? Don't procrastinate, because you're going to let those DMs build up and you might lose out on a lot of opportunities.
Well, look, man, free game. Y'all heard it first right here on the block. Speaking of apps that are big out there, let's talk about Slango. All right, your app that's out there called Slango, that's $LANGO. I downloaded it as soon as you told me about it on Clubhouse. It's definitely been dope since I've been able to. Let's talk about it. How did you come up with Slango?
Slango, man, you know, it was quarantine. This is when the lockdown first happened. We were staying in our studio apartment, and you know, I just was like, man, we gotta figure out some ways to make money. You know what I mean? This unemployment or stimulus check ain't gonna just be it and that's it. So you know, I was on the phone with one of my best friends, and you know, just it was really a brainstorm thing. And I think her cousin called, my manager's cousin called, and he had, you know, was connected with an app developer. And I said, holy shit, let me do an app.
Let me go ahead and get this app in.
And I was like, yo, what kind of app? And I was like, yo, there's no app about like people with like, oh, we should do a sticker. It just clicked. It was like, we should do a sticker app. What if we do like a hood, you know, urban sticker app where, you know, people could use, you know what I mean, slang, and that's how it came about, really. And it took off for sure.
Man. So what are some words that you have on there that people might be familiar with? What are some terms on there that people might use?
Well, in New York, you know, when you see somebody and you might be like, yeah, so you'll see a sticker and it's like it's YERR. Yeah. So you got that one.
Now, what is that? Translate that for some people out there who might not know.
Is like, what's up?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you got to do translation.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah.
All right. I'm bugging. I think I seen that on there.
I'm bugging. Yeah. You know what that means.
On fleek. I think I seen that.
Yeah. In Chicago, they be like on folding them grave. That means like, for real, like
for real, yeah.
It's a lot of different slang. So, you know, people playing with it. We got our graphic artist working on about 100 more stickers now. So yeah, I came up with all the terms and then I sent it over to him. So we should, you know, it should be a nice little update real soon. And
so basically, you should be able to have a whole conversation with just
stickers.
With just stickers. With just stickers.
Taking things to a next level.
Next level. So taking things to a next level, you've done that over the years, working with people like 808 Mafia, and also being, you know, working on your own projects personally.
Yeah.
What has that been like since you started, and how, who taught you? Let me put it that way. Who taught you coming up in the game?
I definitely was inspired by my cousin.
Okay.
He's my older cousin, and you know he acts like a big brother. You know, and he always was. He's a producer and artist, and you know, watching him kind of inspired me to really, you know, do my thing because I was like, man, he's talented, and we actually had a group together for like two or 3 years. You know, and then I just decided to do my own thing because I was like, man, I'm bigger than this.
I'm bigger than this. This is beneath me.
This is beneath me. I've been kicked out of better places.
Yeah, I've been kicked out of better places. Dope. So now that someone taught you and you're starting to come along your way and you've been along your way, what does that mean to you to reach back?
Wait, repeat that again.
What does it mean to you to reach back to other artists now that you've been reached to? When you got somebody reached out to you, you able to get on your cousin, you know what I'm saying, and you able to get where you are now. What does it mean to you to be able to reach back to somebody else to teach them to come along?
I mean, I definitely want to reach out to the right people who are, you know, serious about their craft. You know, I've been around artists who claim they're artists, but they're not really doing much to know and with their artistry, and it definitely sucks that because they might be in certain positions where a passionate artist that don't got it like that would want to be in, and I just want to help as many artists get to the the level that they need to be in, and yeah, man, if I can inspire with just one person and they able to buy their mom a house or something, that journey is lit to me. It's good karma.
What are some things that you would teach a young artist, I guess, coming up? What are some things that you probably would say to that young artist coming up that want to be a rapper, that want to be in the industry? What are some things that you probably would say to that person going into the industry?
I would say make sure you invest in yourself. You'll notice that you got people that spend money all day on weed or whatever kind of recreational drug they like to do, lean or whatever, and they spend money on getting fly and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, why you haven't dropped a music video, or why is your music video ain't going nowhere? Like, YouTube ads is not expensive. Now it could get expensive on how far you want the push to be, but say you only got $30 or $100, your video's still gonna be seen by somebody. It's gonna be more than what what you didn't put into it. It's gonna be way more than that. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say make sure you invest in YouTube ads. Make sure you invest in marketing. Period. You know what I mean? And try to get a solid team. Have somebody that's gonna be in a club spinning your songs. I'll reach out to people. Don't feel like you're too big to reach out to people, because that's the number one thing. When I came out of jail, I was locked up for some time, and I got out. I literally reached out to 1,000+ people, and a lot of people said no. And the few 10 to 15 people that said yes helped me get to where I am today. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people. I know a lot of you artists out there. I know it's hard. You know what I'm saying? For y'all to be able to get on the radio, for y'all to get into the clubs and things like that. So, what is that journey like, been like for you, being able to, I guess, get your single into places, being able to rub shoulders with music executives and things like that? How's that process been for you?
Man, it's a long process, rocky. You definitely have to be on the grind a lot. You definitely have to be at the right place at the right time. Showcases, how I started was I went on Google and I started looking at open mics. That's literally what I used to do all day. And I was like, all right, New Eurekan Cafe is going to have an open mic, so let me go there. And I'm performing in front of a crowd of 20, 30 people. And, I might be performing in front of 5 old ladies and this kind of person, that kind of person, a mixture of crowd. But guess what? I'm getting that confidence. I'm getting that, that routine of performing. And then I'm still getting my name heard. And then it might be one person there that might be the photographer, but he might be plugged in another spot. He could be like, yo, Fireman, you should come over here and perform. And that's really how how I've done it. So definitely, go in those places and network and grind, man, for real.
Besides music, what have you been up to? What other things are you interested in?
Besides music, merch, we're working on a big campaign with my merch. I can't really tell you the name of it yet, but you know,
I almost got the name, y'all.
yeah,
I'm working on it.
Yeah. You know, obviously my.
Would it be Slango merch? What about Slango merch?
You know what? We probably do some Slango merch. Yeah.
That might be dope. Slango merch.
We might do some Slango
Yeah,
merch.
y'all heard that first, right? Slango merch.
Yeah.
All right.
Cryptocurrency. You know, we invested a couple dollars here and there. You know, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, whatever coin, Firecoin.
NFTs.
NFTs. I'm working on with a few. Well, actually, I'm looking. If y'all seeing this, I'm looking for more artists who wanna collab with me on the NFT, and let's make money, because it's a lot of money to be made.
And that's non-fungible tokens, man. So y'all go ahead and check that out if you need more info. Hey, last words, man. What do you think about what's going on in the music industry right now? Do you see a place for Fireman Bands?
I don't even think the music industry is ready for what I'm about to do. And that's all I can say about that. To be continued.
Fireman Bands, where can people catch you, contact you, and book you?
Hey, man, just hit me up on Instagram at Fireman Bands. Hit up my manager, Myrlan, that's MYRLAUN, to book me, and we gonna get it popping. Make sure the price is right.
Hey, man, Fireman Bands, thank you so much for being here. It has definitely been, we're gonna, because it's still COVID and stuff like that. We still, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
There you
go. You feel me? All right, man. Fireman Bands in the building. Just Swag TV, the block, man. It has been a pleasure, man. Till next time, y'all remember to always take the block with you.
Fireman. This your boy Fireman Bands. Just had a dope interview on Just Swag TV, the block. Make sure you go tap it with Poison. You go listen to it 1,000,000 times. Watch the video 1,000,000,000 times. Follow me on Instagram at Fireman Bands. We going viral. Let's go! Bow!
Just Swag TV.